Hey guys, John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here with a full review for you of the LG Expo for AT&T Wireless. This phone's going to run you $199. You may have seen commercials of this device all around touting its Pico projecting ability. However, I was unable to get a projector attachment to show you from either AT&T or LG, so we're going to focus on just the phone itself. It's running Windows Mobile 6.5 or Windows Phone. It's got a 3.2-inch resistive display, which has a resolution of 480 by 800 and can show 16 million colors. It's got a 1500 milliamp hour battery, which is more than substantial to get through a day with heavy usage. Weighs about 4.46 ounces, and it only has 512 megabytes of internal memory, but of course you can expand that up to 16 with a micro SD card. What makes this phone unique is it's one of the few on the market that's running the Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, meaning it's got a full gigahertz powering it. Windows Mobile or Windows Mobile 6.5 here is a bit of a resource hog, because you don't see the speed as much on the Expo as you do on other Snapdragon devices like, for example, the Nexus 1. So before we get into all the software and finish talking about the hardware, let's talk about how this thing works as a phone. That's always sort of the first point that I mention when I do a phone review. And I can tell you that from a phone standpoint, the phone call quality was quite good. I heard no white noise or static on my end. Callers heard no white noise or static on their end. It's able to pick up a signal very strongly. Some areas where on other test devices I might only have 2 or 3 bars of 3G. This would pick up 4 or 5, so the radio that LG put in here is very strong. And that's important if you're in fringe 3G areas or fringe edge areas. You really want to make sure you've got the strongest device possible to get whatever reception you may be able to. So if you're using it just as a phone, you're going to not be disappointed. So the touch screen here, in this case the 3.2-inch resistive screen, it's a bit squishier than I would have liked. For those of you that don't know, resistive touch screens work by making contact between 2 pieces of film. That's why I sometimes have squishy feel, but this one, much squishier than ordinarily I found on some touchscreen devices. Not the biggest fan of the screen here. So it does come with a stock build of Windows Mobile 6.5. It also comes with sort of an LG skin, which I've got right here. You've seen Windows Mobile 6.5 plenty of times. You can pull up an LG menu icon, and you can scroll through these rotating menus to get to where you want to go. You also, from the home screen, have access to this cube, which you can scroll through. You can add some favorites. Scroll back. And you can go right to your picture views. You can customize these as you want. That's really the extent of the LG skin. From another hardware perspective, there isn't a physical D-pad. You have this fingerprint reader right there, which serves as security for the device. But also, if you want to go up and down or left to right, that will take care of it. From the rest of the hardware buttons, you only have a send, an N key, and a back button. On the left side, you've got just your volume rocker. On the right, you've got a lock button and a camera button and your micro SD card, which don't have to remove the battery to get to, which is quite nice. It's externally accessible. On the back, you have a 5 megapixel sensor with LED flash, and the picture quality was actually really impressive on the Expo. Very impressive. On the top, you've got your power and your lock button, and you've got your charging port. Notice missing from here a 3.5mm headset jack. That is done via an adapter, unfortunately. And this lock button on the side can be programmed to be any sort of key that you'd like. So one of the other advantages of the LG Expo is the slide-out keyboard. That's sort of a big thing for a lot of people when you saw the screen reorient itself here. The keyboard on first blush felt very nice, and the more I used it, sort of gradually my opinion changed. When you run your fingers over it, see if you can hear this. It's the noise the keys make when you move it, but it almost feels like you're crumpling a piece of plastic. And that noise, I didn't think it was going to bother me, but it became quite annoying as you type on this for a little while. The keys are flat with no space between them. So it's a little bit hard to feel where you're typing. The keyboard is by no means bad. It's certainly better than having, say, an imperfect on-screen keyboard. But it's certainly not the best. As far as AT&T's offerings, you can look at, say, their HTC Touch Pro 2, which has a much better physical keyboard, probably one of the best on the market. So this one, it's average at best. It's definitely usable if you require a physical keyboard. You won't be disappointed, but be aware of that noise. It can get a little loud. You start playing music on it. So overall, the phone was good, but not great. Average, not fantastic. Sort of your run-of-the-mill Windows Mobile phones. If you need Windows Mobile, if you need the exchange connectivity and some of the openness that the platform provides, you're not going to be disappointed. If you're looking for a fun smartphone for apps and playing games, this is not going to be the phone for you. So really it's going to come down to which market you are and which phone suits you best. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed. It's a short review of the LG Expo for AT&T Wireless. I'm John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.